Welcome back. Halftime has concluded here, 0-0. That's what the scoreboard shows here from Helena, Landry Roberts, Pete Triantis. Jackson Olin set to get the ball back here in this second half. Lot of discussion there in the locker room, especially with the defensive and offensive coaches of the Mustangs, just trying to figure out what they did well, what they need to correct. Expect a lot of adjustments, or you would certainly hope so, here in the second half of play for the Mustangs.
Well, football is a game of adjustments, as you well know, Landrum, and we'll just see how well our staff and the kids come together in the second half.
Back deep to receive, A.J. Toney stands at the 5-yard line as the Huskies kick from our right to our left. Wisely, they've seen the film. A nice return for the Mustangs. Khalil King, number 17, got it up to the 39-yard line. So that's the price you pay and the chance you take when you choose to kick it away from A.J. Toney, and Khalil did a nice job of returning it there. So relatively good field position to start the second half of play.
Hey, I'll take it. If that's what it takes, if you're going to kick it away, then, like you say, you got to live with this if you're the opposing team.
Tank Ward, David Robertson, the tailback. The thing started here in the first half. The offensive line got to find some movement up front, get that running game going. They give it to him on first down. There's a hole. David Robertson ahead for 6 yards, maybe 7 on that carry, and that's just what the doctor ordered. Good job by Travion Pickens, Eli Johnson, and Keon Pollock up front for the Mustangs on the offensive line.
Yeah, that time, that's a good run, good start to the second half.
Second down and 3. David Robertson again. I think he's got it. The spin move brought down right there shy of the 50-yard line at the 49. That was the line to gain.
Looks like from this vantage point here, we got the first down. It's going to be close.
And it is a first down. So for J.O., 2 plays, 10 yards.
Hey, that's a good start.
The Mustangs need a quick start here in the second half, and Posier will set the tone for the next 20-plus minutes of play.
Absolutely.
Bringing a guy from the outside. It's David Robertson getting around one man. Robertson still on his feet. Robertson inside the 35, down at the 31-yard line. David Robertson, there is a flag. Drop back at the 48-yard line. They're telling the chain crew to hang on.
Coming back.
And it is coming back.
Illegal procedure, the call against Jackson.
A legal procedure, they called it.
So it must have been a wide receiver that got moving early.
First and 14, Jackson Olin.
Backs it up to the 44.
From their own 45-yard line.
Let's see if we can do it again. Let's see if we can keep moving that ball on the ground and mix it up with some passing.
Hand off to Robertson, patient, busts through the hole. It's a burst by David Robertson,
still going.
and he gets some help. Jamal Abrams, big number 1, aiding his teammate and tailback David Robertson as he crosses midfield out to the 45-yard line. Play picks up 10 yards. It's second down and 4, just underway here in this second half of play.
That was a nice run and a nice push by that line and hard running by David.
David again. David Robertson got past the line of scrimmage. Forward progress will put Robertson in the football at the 43. It'll bring up a third down and 2 for the Mustangs with 9:45 left here in this third quarter. No score from Helena, Landry Roberts, Pete Triantis, Eagle Productions. Glad you're joining us here on the Mustang Football Network.
Helena's come out and they're playing the run. They're stacking the line with at least 5 linemen. 6 this time.
And a hard count. Nice job. The hard count by Tank Ward. And they get an easy one there. Trying to convert on 3rd down. Helena's entire defensive front jumped across the line. As you said, Pete, it'll be a first down. So the Mustangs in business here. Inside the 40, the 38-yard line of the Huskies. 9:21 left.
I like this drive, Landrum. They've come out from halftime, and they're determined to run the ball, and they are running it.
That's a false start. It looked like it might have been Eli Johnson, the sophomore.
Yes, it is.
He got going a little bit early. It was a linebacker coming on the blitz, a stunt by the Helena player, and Eli got a head start to try to cut him off there and pick up his assignment. So they'll back the ball up. They'll be at the 43-yard line now of the Huskies, first down and 15.
He also got a big head slap from Travion Pickens there, too, for jumping.
That's your senior center telling the sophomore right guard, don't do that.
Yeah, Travion is the leader, and he is the mainstay on that line.
Kason Jones. Again, the freshman tailback, number 21. First time we've seen him tonight. Lobbing it up.
He's open.
Calhoun and Tank Ward overthrowing Calhoun down the sideline.
You know, I'm not sure, Landrum. It looked like to me maybe Calhoun kind of stopped on the pattern, and it forced the overthrow. I'm not sure that they weren't really on the same page there.
2nd and 15, Jackson Olin.
He was open.
Yeah, you're right. It did look like Calhoun checked up, and I don't know if it was more of a result of an overthrow from Ward or Calhoun.
Right.
Just not running the duration of the route. 2nd down and 15 now. Kason Jones.
There he goes.
Jones got a block from Calhoun.
Yes, sir.
Kason Jones broke through a would-be tackler from the Huskies. And Kason Jones, the freshman, continues to impress here in his debut season with the Mustangs. The play is good for a JO first down.
Remember that name, ladies and gentlemen. Kason Jones is an outstanding young running back. He and David Robertson really complement each other.
Now Robertson back in, the senior tailback. David Robertson to the outside.
He's running hard.
Fighting for extra yardage. He got a couple, maybe 3 on that carry as he's forced out of bounds. Right at the 20-yard line. Play is good for 5.
Tyler Peterson, please come to the press box.
8:23 left here, 3rd quarter. J.O. trying to get on the board first in this big Region 5 matchup in Class 6A.
Yeah, been a defensive struggle up till now.
Hand it off.
Nice hole.
It's Kason Jones. He is knocked down right there. I think he might be just a yard shy of the first down as he mark it down at the 16-yard line. And here comes the jumbo package, if you will. It's Vontae Benton.
I mean, Vontae is just the ultimate Wildcat quarterback. You just can't stop him.
You got Vontae back to catch it at Wildcat. You got Jacorian Wren and Michael Scales there in the backfield to block.
That's some big men right there.
3rd down and 1. Vontae taking his time. Vontae running ahead.
Keep running.
He's got his first down as Bentley is inside the 15-yard line. And it is a first down for Jackson Olin. So the best opportunity of the night for the Jackson Olin Mustangs with 7:40 left here in the 3rd quarter. And this Jackson Olin crowd on this side of the field really getting into it. The clock starts back. They've got it first down and 10 at the 13.
There he goes.
Robertson to the outside. Robertson able to get ahead. Robertson, a late flag coming in. A flag came outside.
You think it could have been like maybe a face mask?
There's a line judge. Saw 2 Jackson Olin players indicating the face mask, but no, they're going to call holding. Not sure if they're going to get Earl Morris, a left tackle, for that. Couldn't quite tell, but holding.
That hurts.
So instead of having it at the 13-yard line, it'll be from the spot of the foul, and they'll march the ball back. They'll spot it on the 17. So, all things considered, a 4-yard penalty.
17-yard line.
So it's still first down. We'll do it over.
Just north of 7 minutes to go. The hard count coming from Tank Ward, the quarterback. He checks with the offensive line with 9 seconds on the play clock. Robertson busts to the outside.
Go.
Broke the tackle of one man. Got a block from A.J. Tony. Slams into the back of A.J. Tony. And Robertson running hard here in this second half of play. A Jackson Olin drive that has eaten up 5 minutes and 20 seconds worth of clock. And you couldn't have dialed it up any better if you're Tim Vakakis. Play gained 5 yards. It's second down and 5 from the 9.
Tough, hard running is moving the ball this possession.
They give it to Robertson again, and Robertson brought down from behind.
David Robertson on the carry for Jackson Olin.
It'll be third down.
Number 51, Nathan Dunaway.
Nathan Dunaway in on the tackle. 6:07 left.
And the big guys are coming in again, Landrum. I was just getting ready to wonder if they would.
8-yard line.
So this might be Vontae Bentley twice.
Yeah.
Scales and Wren into block. Vontae lining up. 3rd and 5 from the 8 with 5:45 left. Low snap. Vontae lost his footing, but Vontae and that pile being pushed. They blow the whistle.
Number 2,
He's close.
The 6-yard line. It'll be 4th down and 3. A.J. Tony line up at quarterback. Michael Scales there in the backfield. Stacked wide receivers to both sides. Man coming in motion. Khalil King. King gets it. Going to throw it up in the air.
Wide open.
Beautiful pass.
Yes.
Touchdown. A little razzle-dazzle. Touchdown Mustangs. 4:54 to play as Justin Walker found himself all alone, cradled the football there in the end zone. And the Mustangs strike first here in this third quarter. A drive consisting of 6 minutes, 6 seconds, and now the 2-point conversion. This is a huge 2-point conversion, Pete.
Yes, it is, and you described that right. He cradled that in his arms. Very good, very beautiful.
Tony sends Isaiah Harris in motion to the other side. He's giving it off.
Up the middle.
It's Scales in for the 2-point conversion. Michael Scales, linebacker slash whatever. 2-point conversion's good. 8-0. 4:54 left here in the third quarter of play. And the fans on this side, the sideline, your J.O. Mustang, breathing a little easier. That's the way you wanted to start this second half. You said impose your will, make a statement, set the tone. And if that first drive is any indication, the Mustangs certainly did that.
I'm telling you, and Landrum, like you just said, more importantly, they took it from the drive and took 6 minutes off the clock. Unbelievable drive. This is the spark they've needed. Big time, big time. The crowd's into it. The players are fired up.
Jacorian Wren to kick off. The speedster, Jaden Jackson, back deep. Jacorian's kickoff to start the game went out of bounds.
And number 17, Leon Moore.
A low kick. Fielded there at the 14-yard line.
Ooh, look at Jacoby. Oh, you got to wrap up.
Jacoby could not wrap up, but cleaning it up and dumping. Leon Moore Jr. was Erdy Polanitz. Ball returned to the 27. Let's see
First and 10, Helena.
where the Huskies will start their initial drive here of this second half of play with 4:45 left.
See if some of this enthusiasm can run over to the defensive side of the ball. See if they could just put this offense out.
Michael Stamba, excuse me, gets the start in the second half at quarterback for Helena. Stamba fakes. They're going up top over the middle. Incomplete. Official says the ball hit the ground. He had an open receiver there at the 45, and Charles Busby trying to come back very quick for the Helena offense.
Number 13, Ahmad Williams.
Here's number 2, Riley Marks, the intended receiver, but Marks couldn't come up with it. The ball hit the turf. It'll be second down and 10.
And it clearly hit the turf, but he was wide open too. See what Pops dials up here, Landrum.
Offset is Marquise Johnson. They're going to hand it to him. Johnson trying the left side, the right side, excuse me, and he's drugged down from behind. Not much there. The pursuit of Ja'Cory Wren from the nose. And he chases down the speedy back, Marquise Johnson. Play fails the game. Third down and 10, 4:19 and counting here in this third quarter with the Mustangs leading 8-0.
Yeah, that time Michael McFarland did a good job of staying home and letting Ja'Cory Wren just run him down for no gain. Wide open, and he drops it.
Wow, that's a tough break. Stamba underthrew it just a bit, but the receiver, Stephen Gay, can't come up with a football. It's fourth down and 10, and the punting unit heads on the field for the Huskies.
And if you're a receiver in that situation, you've got to catch the ball. You've got to take care of your opportunities, and I tell you what, that was a good break for Jackson Olin that time that he could not come up with the ball.
A.J. Toney back deep, awaiting the punt.
I feel it.
J.T. Carson. A high, end over end, dangerous play, and great concentration from A.J. Toney. As there was a crowd of folks, a crowd of Huskies right there, and an end over end kick. He secured the ball, and the Mustangs, with great field position for their second possession of the half. They got the ball to start the second half at the 39. This time they get it at the 47. And that first drive ate up 6+ minutes worth of clock. Wouldn't mind seeing the same thing here with 3:50 left in this third quarter and add to that 8-0 lead.
Yeah, that'd be big if we could do the same thing. Take another 6 minutes and take this into the fourth quarter.
Kaysen Jones to the outside. Kaysen got a block. Kaysen Jones. Woo! No flags on the play. Kaysen Jones ahead for 13, maybe 14 yards. The freshman, the 1-2 punch of David Robertson, the senior, and the next generation, Kaysen Jones. That's nice when you got two options there at tailback.
I mean, really, you've got both of them back to back. Did he jump?
I believe he did. Flag comes in from this side of the field as it looked like maybe two Husky players had jumped there across the line. Now the officials will confer.
We'll take it if he did. Oh, he was pulled.
So after the discussion, crowd doesn't like it.
They're letting them know it too.
Not much of an argument though from Tim Vakakis. The call came from the Jackson Olin sideline. First down and 15. Ball on the 44. Kaysen Jones.
Can't get him down. Look at this.
Still moving the pile. Kaysen Jones. They got it at the 40-yard line, maybe the 39. So what looked to be not very much on first down might have picked up 5 yards. And you have second down, and we'll see where they spot it. Do they bring the ball back? Yes, they will. They bring it back to the 40-yard line.
Second and 11, Jackson Olin.
Play picks up 4.
From the Helena, 40-yard
Second
line.
and 11, 3:05 left in the third quarter. J.O. trying to add to a lead. David Robertson. Robertson with a shifty move there in the middle. And Robertson able to pick up 3, maybe 3.5 yards. And third down and 8 coming up. 2:45, the clock on the move here in the third quarter.
Third and 8, Jackson Olin. From the Helena, 37-yard line.
Time David had a little hole there, and he took advantage, but I tell you what, that time Helena closed that hole pretty quickly.
On the third down play, Tank looking. He's up top, going to A.J. Tony.
Yes.
A.J. got body and just missing.
We got a flag down.
Tank Ward.
Ward's pass intended for number 7, Alvin Tony, incomplete. Depending on the play.
Is that not a flag on the field?
Do not see the flag. And the punting unit heading on the field for Jackson Olin. The official signals fourth down. 2:20 left. Well, they dialed it up. Looked like a good pass and thought maybe Tony was going to get around the 2 defenders. He actually did, but couldn't get to the football. So now Tony will back up to punt. Nobody back deep for Helena. High snap, but Tony. Pooch one out there. Try to get a good roll. Gets not the best roll of the night, but no return, and the ball on the 18-yard line. So the J.O. defense has to step up again. 2:10 left.
From their own 18-yard line.
And Helena's offense back on the field.
Once again, the Jackson Olin defense is going to be asked to stop them. As they've had not most of the night.
Not much there.
No.
Michael Scales.
Oh, he's hurt. Michael's down. I think he's hurt his wrist.
Scales is down. It was Zach Goodwin on the quarterback keeper. And Scales quickly gets up, runs off the field.
He's hurt.
Second and 11, Helena.
It was a tackle for loss. The play lost a yard. Second down and 11. We're at the 2-minute mark here in this third quarter. And Scales, I don't know. He's walking away from the trainer. Looks
he
like
really
might be
is.
okay. Excuse me. That was Jacorian Wren. That was not Michael Scales. Jacorian Wren, the nose, number 55. My apologies. But Jacorian ready to get right back in there.
Yeah, I thought he was really hurting. It must be a stinger in your wrist or something.
Goodwin at quarterback. Tries the middle. No, sir. That's Michael Scales.
Goodwin on the carry for Helena. Tackle on the play by number 8, Michael Scales.
Play picks up 2, maybe 3 yards.
Third and 8, Helena.
We'll say a 3-yard gain.
From their own.
Third down and 8 from the 21. The Helena Huskies work from our right to our left.
And Jacorian Wren comes back in, Landrum. He's tough, isn't he?
He is. I was talking with defensive line coach John Whidden after the game, and he had a lot of praise for Jacorian Wren there in the middle. Got to go quick hitter.
That's
Marquise Johnson. Is that a lateral? They are going to rule it a lateral. They certainly are. Marquise Johnson couldn't catch up to the pass from Stamba. The play loses big yardage, and fortunately for the Huskies, the ball goes out of bounds, but the Jackson Olin defense does exactly what they're asked. 3 and out for Helena. And now the Huskies forced to punt from deep inside their own territory. Khalil King, A.J. Tony back deep.
Number 7, Alvin Tony.
How sweet would this be?
Khalil King.
It's a bad snap. A bad snap. Trying to run it out of the end zone. Dropped. A break for Jackson Olin. It was a bad snap. Michael McFarland brought down the punter. That was J.T. Carson. And instead of a safety, the Mustangs will have it first down and goal. And why not just dial up you know who. Number 2, Vontae Bentley.
And I believe you they're going to do that. I'm going to tell you, though, the punter that time made a major mistake trying to come out of the end zone. He should have gone down and given Jackson Olin the 2 points.
You're exactly right, Pete.
But, in the heat of the moment, you're not.
Well, we saw it happen against Shades Valley earlier in the year with A.J. Tony.
That's right.
And you're right. You're not thinking about it. You're thinking about punting, and then all of a sudden it's a split-second decision.
And there you have it.
There you go. That's going to be A.J. Tony from under center as the man goes in motion. They're going to give it to the big guy. That's Michael Scales. How do you contend with that if you're a defensive line? Well, you don't. It's 14-0. 35.7 left here in the third quarter. This Mustang crowd that has traveled.
You're right. You don't contend with it. You just give them the points.
They are loving it here. 2-point conversion coming up. A.J. Tony under center from the 3. So the Mustangs try to add to their lead. It's A.J. going out wide. Now he slides it away. Nobody there on the backside giving chase, but it's Khalil King. The 2-point conversion drawn up beautifully.
I tell you, that was a beautiful play there. It fooled the entire Helena defense, and he just sprinted to the corner of the end zone, and there you have the 2 points and the 16-0 lead, Landrum.
16-0, the Mustangs. A 1-yard drive. After the bobbled punt and the tackle on the 1, 16 unanswered here in the third quarter. A third quarter dominated by Jackson Olin, and that's what you expect from an undefeated team, a team ranked in the top 10 of the state of Alabama with everything in front of them and trying to set up a huge matchup for the region championship next Thursday at Mustang Stadium.
And I'm going to tell you something. This has been a great adjustment by this coaching staff. The kids are they've got a little bit more pep in their step. They've come out and they're flexing their muscles the way a championship team does. You've played on one. You know what it's about. And they're showing some fire in them tonight.
You're not going to be firing on all cylinders, but great teams that win, they find ways.
And they make the adjustments.
They make the adjustments. And that's what happened in the third quarter. Jacorian Wren to kick off. The ball bobbled, picked up, slung down and dropped. Chris Hall. Guess who else? Earl Morris, your left tackle.
That's
kick cover.
I'm going to tell you, that's sprinting down the field, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
First and 10, Helena.
What does that say about having a left tackle in on the kickoff team? He's got good speed.
You know, it's really been a treat. We normally don't set up here. We're usually on the home side, up in the press box, out on the perch. But it's been nice to be here with the J.O. faithful. Got the band right next to us to watch this great Class 6A football game.
I agree 100%.
Johnson on first down.
Late flag.
Don't need to start that.
No, I agree with you. I like it down here with everybody and the crowd, and you can feel the atmosphere and the excitement from the crowd.
A face mask is the call. 15 yards they'll step off to add to the end of the Marquise Johnson run.
Well, the flag came in right away, so it was obviously that the umpire saw something that warranted the call.
24.7 left here in the third quarter. Now Helena with the ball at the 45-yard line. Stamba back in at quarterback. And if you're Helena, there's plenty of time.
Yes.
But looks like they're going to let that time expire here in the third quarter.
So big third quarter for us, Landrum.
It certainly was. For Jackson Olin,
That's the end of the third quarter with your score.
they owned that 12 minutes, 16 points out of intermission. That's where we stand. We head to the final 12. Mustangs leading 16-0, trying to stay unbeaten and head into region play next week, the final region game of the season, to see who will be crowned the champion not only of the region, but the rights to the 1 seed for the Class 6A state playoffs. We're back in a moment.